Let's look at a tune, a version of the Morning Dew, which most people have taken to calling Joe Cooley's Morning Dew. I've never heard a recording of Cooley playing it, but it was recorded by Tony McMahon, along with the familiar Cooley's Reel, way back in about 1970, I think, and or in the 70s anyway, and he called it the Morning Dew, but people who've recorded it more recently call it Joe Cooley's Morning Dew to distinguish it from the usual 3-part version. This is a 2-part version, and it's a cracker. I was waiting for the snowplows outside the front window to finish their business, because they make quite a racket, but it seems they're going to be here for a while, so ignore any beeps and scrapes you might hear from outside. All right? Now let's start this tune on note B and use your middle finger here. That's going to leave your ring finger free to do some grace notes, which we'll look at in a minute. And just learn a little loop here, like this, and alternate in the E minor phrase with your index finger. You need all 3 fingers for your D phrase. And then back to the middle finger. Doesn't matter where you swap, but get back to the middle finger on the E. So let's just practice that as a loop. Okay, and that actually accounts for the greater part of the first part of this tune. The other phrase you will need is a descending phrase starting on a higher G. And if you can get, at least the first time you play it, back to your ring finger on the A, it'll be good. We follow that with this upward arpeggio the first time it occurs. Alright, and the second time it occurs you stop on the A. So here is the whole first part of the tune without decorations. That's the whole thing. Again. Sorry about the little fluff there. Missed that high G. You have to know where you're going. Alright, so that's the basic version. Let's look at a couple of points regarding phrasing. Make these jump out. Alright, and you can, for the B, you can give it a little bit of shape by playing swelling like this, or even doing kind of a fake articulation. D up da. Or you can try my favorite trick to get a nice half roll on the B. First of all, start by using playing the note 3 times with 2 fingers, which I often show you. 2, 1, 2. Okay, once you've got that down, throw in a grace note. So slowing this half roll down, the way I finger it, you will get 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. And in context it'll sound like this. So those are things you can do with the B. And actually, I suggest you go and look for a very inspiring version of this tune, which I copied some of my phrasing from, played by Kathleen Nigowan and Kieran O'Mooney, or Mahoney, O'Mooney, and their duet album. And I think there's a clip on YouTube of some Sean-Nós dancing played to this tune, and it's well worth listening to. I can leave it for there now, because I'm pressed for time, and we'll come back and look at part 2 of that tune in another video. But this is just to keep my class up to speed, and you can make a start on it out there in the wide world.